Hey guys, welcome back. It's Neon, and I'm here with another video on the Vic Mignogna situation, the Kameha Con situation. Yesterday, I posted a video about how Vic was basically being blocked from Kameha Con, allegedly by other Dragon Ball voice actors, by Monica Rial, who plays Bulma, and Chris Sabat, who plays Vegeta. Apparently there was some behind-the-scenes drama where they made some calls to the showrunner of Kameha Con to try to get Vic blocked from the show, but last night Kameha Con announced formally that yes, Vic is indeed coming to Kameha Con April 12th through the 14th, that they are going to bring him in, and it looks like a good portion of the internet is excited about this. So this is really interesting. This is an interesting turn of events to see that they're actually going to move forward, bringing Vic in. Vic has, after the allegations that started to circulate earlier this year, he's been pretty much disinvited from probably 95% of his convention appearances. He has lost jobs. He's been fired by Funimation. He's been fired by Rooster Teeth. And a lot of conventions just didn't want to go there, whether or not it was because they personally thought Vic was guilty of the misconduct charges, or they just didn't want the controversy associated with bringing him in. Many shows decided they were not going to bring him in this year, but Kameha Con has decided that they're going to. Over 6,000 likes, 1,700 retweets. Ty Beard being the first person to comment. Ty Beard is Vic's lawyer, so he's happy, of course, that Vic is going to be at this convention. And Vic was actually at another convention. I think earlier this month he was at a Pennsylvania show. I think it was Central PA Con. So not everybody is backing away from Vic because of the controversy surrounding this situation. Now, Vic has not been actually charged with any wrongdoing. So far, what we have are a lot of rumors, a lot of scuttlebutt, a lot of people coming forward with claims of sort of, iffy claims of uncomfortableness, which again, sometimes that's subjective, sometimes it is. And any of the really serious claims, out there unfortunately, there's been so much noise regarding this situation that you cannot really discern like what's true and what's not true. But I can say on the Kick Vic side, there has been some evidence that has basically been falsified or misused. So it's really hard to, I don't want to dismiss anyone who's had a negative experience of that nature, for sure. But it makes it really hard for someone like myself who wants to see facts. I want to see hard facts, to see so many people from that side of things basically kind of grasping at straws and falsifying evidence. We had, reports of a falsified swatting. We had proof that some of the photos the Anime News Network used to support the anti-Vic movement were actually misused. So there's so much on that side of things that it makes it really hard, even if there are legitimate grievances people have with Vic. It makes it very hard to take that side completely serious either. This whole situation has blown up into a huge fiasco online. We don't cover everything regarding the Vic situation because there are other YouTube channels out there that kind of give a blow-by-blow. I don't want to do that. We don't want to do that here. We will talk news specifically, and this is news. The fact that they made the formal announcement, they are bringing Vic back. They're not backing down. Again, Vic has not been actually, charged with anything right now, and he's actually using his lawyer Ty Beard. He's actually suing some of the people that have been kind of defaming him. I don't know who all is being sued. I'm assuming probably Funimation, some individuals at Funimation, maybe some individuals at Rooster Teeth, maybe Anime News Network and some of the other outlets that have sort of, made this thing blow up. But here's a story on it from Bounding in the Comics. From John Trent. Dragon Ball Super Broly voice actor Vic Mignogna announces he will be guest at Kameha Con. Dragon Ball Super Broly and Full Metal Alchemist voice actor Vic Mignogna announced he had been re-invited to attend Kameha Con Dallas this year. Yeah, he was actually invited, then disinvited because of the controversy, and then when they were going to bring him back, allegedly, some of the Dragon Ball voice actors, Monica Rial and Chris Sabat, threatened the convention runner. I don't know exactly what they threatened, but they made some threats to sort of make them ponder whether or not they even wanted to have the con this year at all because of the drama, but they are not backing down. They're actually bringing Vic in after all. So Mignogna took to Twitter writing, "So grateful and happy to say that I will be a guest at Kameha Con in Dallas in April. Special thanks to Kameha Con staff and con chair for the privilege to join you," he added. "Let's have a great show full of positivity and celebration of Dragon Ball for all attendees, with all the great attendees." Yeah, see, this is the thing. Like, the fans are getting caught up in all of this. The fandom is getting caught up in all this drama. I mean, 10 years ago, a lot of this probably would have taken place behind closed doors. I think a lot of it maybe should have been addressed behind closed doors, because now this situation's messy. A lot of voice actors, you know, I can say personally, like, some voice actors I've had respect for, I no longer have respect for, because I've seen how they behave in public regarding this situation. You know, the fandom is split on the situation. It's a mess. It's a huge mess, and I think there's going to be some damage. I think Funimation is going to take a hit from this situation. It was a lot of he said, she said, and Vic was out the door because it hit the news networks like AMA News Network, and nobody wants to be associated with someone who could potentially, maybe, possibly be involved in wrongdoing. So we'll see what happens to Funimation after this, if anything. But yeah, so Kameha Con made the announcement. They also added that Kameha Con is founded on the celebration of Dragon Ball. It's a privilege to be supported by this amazing community, and we don't take that for granted. Thank you for all your support. It will never go unnoticed. Mignogna was previously scheduled to appear at Kameha Con as a guest. However, following the accusations of sexual misconduct, Kameha Con indicated in February he would no longer be attending. So February 1st, yeah, he's not attending. Host of Rekieta Law YouTube channel Nick Rekieta reported that the convention had previously attempted to bring back Mignogna as a guest, but received alleged threats and harassment from fellow Dragon Ball voice actors Monica Rial and Chris Sabat. Monica Rial and Chris Sabat, again, I don't follow everybody's Twitter. There's a lot of drama going on Twitter, just like there is everywhere else, frankly, in pop culture right now. But their names come up often. Their names come up often in regards to the anti-Vic, the kick Vic movement. Rial and Sabat seem like they kind of have it out for Vic for whatever reason. So the amount of threats and harassment the convention owner received were reportedly having him think about ending Kameha Con altogether. Now this is why we cover this, because apparently there was so much drama behind the scenes that they were actually going to pull the plug on the show rather than deal with it, which is sad that it reached that point. One of the last updates I got suggested the owner was not going to do Kameha Con anymore, and that's what they've done to this guy. I can't deal with this. I don't think I can do this anymore. And we saw this happen with the Mark Waid situation and with Antarctic Press, that allegedly, Mark Waid in comics made some phone calls to have Antarctic Press drop a book that they plan to publish by Richard Meyer, who is Diversity in Comics, on YouTube, or my boy Zach, your boy Zach, whatever he's calling himself now, Comics Matter, Think About Comics. I can't even keep track of what his channel name is now, but Zach on YouTube. So it got so bad with Antarctic Press that, you know, again, the business owner was despondent. He was just a complete wreck because of the threats and harassment that these kinds of people make. We saw our friend Peter Simeti get harassed endlessly online on Twitter. Peter Simeti from Alterna Comics, very neutral party in all of this Twitter drama, because he wouldn't pick a side. He would not pick the side that a lot of other, comic book type people wanted him to pick. And because of that, he was sort of singled out and bullied. He was bullied online. These kinds of people try to do it to Kameha Con too, and thankfully they did not back down. That's what they want. They want you to stop. So the majority of fans were elated with the decision to reinvite Vic to Kameha Con. There's a bunch of people here very happy Vic is coming. While Kameha Con has reinvited Vic to attend, it's unclear if other conventions will follow suit. According to Anime Cons, Mignogna was disinvited from Anime NYC, Kameha Con UK, Raleigh SuperCon, Florida SuperCon, Ranger Stop and PopCon, Kawaii Con, KamiCon, and Kamsha Con. Mignogna previously appeared at Back Anime, Ichiban Con, in SAC Anime this year. He's scheduled to also appear at Anime Matsuri. Yeah, that's another controversy entirely, because some people do not like the showrunners at Anime Matsuri either. In Hawaii Con, both Anime Matsuri and Hawaii Con face backlash for inviting Vic. So, you know, we're seeing this in comics too. You know, that again, if you are on the naughty list and conventions invite you, then, you know, the conventions a lot of times face backlash too. And, you know, it's really, you know, kind of unfortunate here. You know, in the situation with Vic, so far, again, all I can see is that there are a lot of rumors, there are a lot of stories, you know, and I'm not saying to dismiss all of the stories, but it's hard to give a lot of credence to that side when they've already falsified so much, you know, quote unquote evidence. And it makes it really hard to be objective and be like, yeah, you know, just believe what they say because they said it. When we've seen, you know, a couple examples of stories have in photos being misused and stories being falsified, like the swatting. I mean, and if there are legitimate grievances, it does a huge disservice, you know, to the people who are actually telling the truth. So anyway, Vic is coming to Kameha Con. If you want to go to Kameha Con, you get information, go out and Google it. It is in April. We'll keep tabs on the story as things develop from a news perspective. I really do not want to get into Twitter drama here on Clownfish TV unless it's a major thing. I think it's just sort of, you know, just we don't have the strength. We don't have the energy to keep up with Twitter drama. But we will report any news-related items, you know, in regards to the Vic situation. So please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, rants, gaming videos, art videos, and more. This has been Neon. I'll talk to you later. Hey guys, thanks for watching Clownfish TV. Please consider supporting the channel. Go to clownfishsupport.com. That's clownfishsupport.com. And if you want to join our community, go to clownfishtalk.com. That's clownfishtalk.com. Please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We will talk to you next time.